Okay, leaving Karawina. It's 8 o'clock in the morning or something. Quarter past, actually. Well, I just dropped my rubbish off at the Karawina bins and things there. And there's a real sort of a diesely smell coming off this car. It's very because of the consumption yesterday, I sort of still think that maybe there is a problem in the fuel air mixture, irrespective of what Harry did. It's running, but you can hear these real sort of rattly noises. He said that that's probably from the injectors and that I really need to get them done. Anyway, I worked out yesterday I'm about 974 k's from Ryan's, and I think today I'm just going to see how far I can get now. We'll say 25 past 8. I'll just tootle along at my normal 2,500 revs as long as the car will take it. And we'll see where we get to. I mentioned on a few scenes ago I spent the night in my stretcher tent along with underneath the awning and the awning extra. It was quite cosy, but my $50 Aldi down sleeping bag seems like it hasn't got an awful lot of down inside it. It was warm, but right in the middle of the morning, the very, very early morning, I was really, really cold. And you'll probably see, I had this on during the night to keep a bit warmer, and I've got little flecks of down. Doesn't matter what you do with down sleeping bags, they always seem to let little tiny pieces of it escape. Anyway, I think I actually, when I get to Ryan's, I'll be looking at investing in probably a brand new sleeping bag. The older Zito one that I have is a few years old, and they really don't last forever. It's been washed or dry cleaned a few times, so maybe it's time for a new one. There's a little bit of view of the countryside in the back of Bourke. Well, it's the front of Bourke because I haven't reached it yet. We'll be at the back of Bourke when we get through it. There's another big oversized... Oh, it's a big boat. It's a big boat. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Well, we're just entering Bourke now. I'm afraid we're not going to get much of a look at Bourke today because we're heading to Brewarrina and Kamilaroi.
Turn right onto Untitled Highway D71.
Going there, Karen. Thank you. Brewarrina. Oh, that's right. They have this angled parking here.
Your destination is on the left.
Thanks. Kamilaroi Highway, and we're heading towards Brewarrina, which is 90, well now 94 away. It's about 97 from Bourke. So we will then reassess our situation when we get to Brewarrina. I think the next town after that is Warwick. So we've got a bit of road work here. We've still got 69 to go to, oh watch out bird, to Brewarrina. Believe it or not, we've just passed over the Bogan River. That's a river for bogans. Lots of roadworks on the Kamilaroi at the moment, and there are signs which say roadwork speed limits enforced, and half the vehicles that have been coming my way have been well in excess of the 60 k's an hour. probably do it. Okay, well, we're just going to come into Brewarrina. 1.5 kilometres. Oh, they have had some flood damage, yes. Potholes and lots of roadblocks. Now I'm looking for fuel. Thanks, Karen, but I'm not going there, so don't keep going on. We're going to Walgett.
Turn right onto Belmore Street. Look what we find. Now, where'd be the diesels?
In 150 metres, turn left onto Bowen Street.
What are these? Out of order. Okay.
Turn left onto Bowen Street, then turn left onto Young Street.
They make it really easy for travellers. Dow's Fuel.
In 100 metres, continue straight onto Belmore Street. Continue straight onto Belmore Street.
You're off, Karen. Now, okay, we just fueled up in Walgett, as you saw. 7.2 kilometres per litre, so that's an improvement. Now we've got 132 to go to Walgett. I see that Moree is 342, and I think I might attempt to get, well, I would like to get to Moree and even a little bit further if I can. So here goes nothing. I should have had a quick look at the map when I was leaving. Where was I? Brewarrina. And oh no, Walgett. I've lost my place. But I shouldn't have looked at the map because there are very, very few, in fact there are no passing or stopping areas on this road since I got onto it. And when I think about it, I was looking at the Camps 11 map yesterday, and there are no sort of campsites listed on this stretch of road of 150 k's. So I was actually planning to stop for a coffee because I bought 2 sandwiches at the store there. But it looks like I might be actually waiting until I get to, where am I going? I can't remember now. Walgett, I'm heading to Walgett. That was Brewarrina, wasn't it? Geez, I'm confused. Hang on while I get my bearings.
Well, it looks like we're about to go into a vast plain of nothingness. Road damage ahead, okay. How much road damage we want?
Okay, I've got it now. I am heading to Walgett. That was Brewarrina. I was a bit confused there because I thought when I left camp there, what was that town that I went through? And it was Bourke. What a Bourke! Anyway, here we go. We're driving along. This bloody road is just up and down, up and down, up and down. Hang on, I see a little hamlet coming up.
Yeah, so this is obviously where all the flooding has occurred as well. I crossed over the Barwon River not long ago, coming into where are we? Brewarrina. This has been obviously bits and pieces washed away. Still water lying around actually. Well, there's no sign, I don't know what, that's obviously farm buildings. Big shearing shed maybe? I don't know. Still no stopping places for me to have a cup of coffee, so we shall press on towards Walgett.
The things that we're just passing over here, I won't be able to turn you, but they're actually shearing sheds. I could see the little ramps going up into the building. So there we are, question answered, what that little hamlet was.
I see a parking bay up here on the left with a caravan in it, and I think I'm going to stop too. It's been, gee whiz, it's nearly 3 hours or more since I left this morning, so I'm leaving Brewarrina Shire or whatever. Okay. This will do nicely. Shire of Walgett, Shire of Brewarrina. Well, there we go. Look at that. We've just crossed over into the Shire of Walgett. Now,
Fella running up the road there on an ATV. He just stopped. He pulled out of a driveway over here. And he said, "Are you okay?" And I said, yeah, mate. I said, "No worries at the moment." I said, "Not so good when I was in Port Augusta." So I sort of briefly told him. He said, "Don't get stuck here." So here we are. You can see the sign over there. The Shire of Brewarrina and the Shire of Walgett. And he came out of there. Anyway, I've had a nice cup of coffee, 2 rounds of stale sandwiches that I bought in that place. They were stale, but anyway, hey. So that's breakfast and lunch for me. Now I'm going to pack up and we're on the road.
We'll leave that little rest area, the only one, and funny enough it's right on the border of Walgett Shire and Brewarrina Shire, so obviously Walgett has a little bit more money to play with to make rest areas. Anyway, oh, now it's getting warm. Had to take my wind cheater off.
Here's a little bit of the countryside and a caravan between Brewarrina and Walgett. Oh, Victorian throwing up stones, thank you.
If these people ever think about their vehicles and how hard they push them. I mean, I'm sitting here on 2,500 revs in 5th gear, and you know, oh shit, and God, the roads are shocking. I can't be sure, but I was looking at some crops a fair way back, and I think that stuff over to the left is cotton. They look like great big cotton balls, not cotton balls, but bales of cotton. So here's another thing that I'll have to have a look at when I get somewhere and just do a little bit of research. But I think that's what it is.
See the traffic light ahead. Roadworks.
Yep, stop here.
Well, I'm stuck at a roadblock. Well, roadworks. And I'm looking up at the sky and I see lots of those big black fluffy looking clouds, and I think when I camped last night there were big ominous looking clouds, but I think they did bypass me, but they must have actually been throwing rain down along the route that I've taken today, because I see a fair bit of water. Anyway, I'm waiting here. I've been here about 5 minutes already, and I see one big gigantic caravan coming towards me from the other end, so maybe it's now my turn.
Hey, the light turned green, it's all systems go. Oh, I'm over sand. So we shall turn right here. Kamilaroi service station. Look at that. Looks white lines on the road. Pushing on. It's 20 minutes past 1, so I've got a good few hours ahead yet. Okay, let's hope this road is a bit smoother. Oh, that one coming out of Kamilaroi is shocking. Mind you, I mean, I can't blame them. I mean, they've had floods and all sorts of tragedies up here, so, you know, rough road. Okay, Goondiwindi is 255. I don't know how far out of Moree I am, because I forgot to program my GPS, or it stopped producing the data. But anyway, looks like I'm heading into some rain showers there. I just had a few spots on my window. Don't want rain. Just as I come into this little place, I don't know what it's called. Goondiwindi Creek is the name of the creek. It starts to rain. Well, we knew it was going to rain because we could see it. Anyway, I'm now 69 k's from Moree. If Moree is over to the left, then they're getting dumped upon, because that is a real heavy shower out there just to the left. Apparently this road I'm travelling on right at the moment is called the Mogo Watercourse. And looking at that cloud over there, I hope I don't get a flash flood coming over the watercourse. That would be just the last straw. This guy must be digging drains. He's certainly clearing bush. There's obviously been a heavy shower through here. There is a rest area, but I'm not going to go in there, it's probably soaked. I'm heading for Moree, which is 50 k's now, and I'm thinking a motel tonight, bugger it. I'm trying to get to Ryan's by tomorrow, and I've still got a few hundred k's to go. I think it's about 358 if I could make it to Goondiwindi. Well, now we're in the thick of it. No fun camping in this weather. That's why people have caravans, I guess. This road is so, I won't say it's corrugated, but it's up and down with, you know, quite severe undulations, and there are puddles in the middle of it. And I've been caught out a couple of times when I just started to aquaplane. So you really got to back off a bit. Anyway, I think maybe the worst of that rain might be passing. I certainly hope so. The sky is getting clearer to the left, which is where I want to go eventually. Well, I was right about those crops being cotton, because I just passed a huge big building which was a cotton gin, and they had bales and bales and bales sitting outside. So there you go, there's something I've learned. Moree is a centre of cotton growing. Well, this is us just entering Moree, and as you can see, the rain has actually stopped for a bit. I think the worst is actually behind us, which is good. Now, I'm looking for fuel, and then I have to make a decision. Do I look for a motel or a caravan park, or do I continue? It's 5 to 3. Common sense says go find a motel and just sit back and relax. I'm just leaving, where am I? Moree. I've spent the night in the motel. It was pouring torrential rain. So now I'm on my way, and hopefully we'll make it to my destination today. I have about 125 k's to go to Goondiwindi, and then from Goondiwindi it's maybe another 300 or something. So I don't get caught out with if I travel on toll roads, because they don't actually have toll booths on roads that you have to pay to use. So I have applied and been successful in obtaining a 30-day pass, so that if this vehicle passes over a toll road, they automatically charge your credit card. It's a great system, isn't it? Eh? We pay taxes, and then we pay even more taxes, and we pay taxes on top of that. Great. This would be the earliest start I think I've made. It's 6:30, but I probably figured that I maybe have at least 6 hours, maybe a little bit more today, taking into account possible road works and what have you. About 60 k's from Goondiwindi, but it doesn't look very promising, that sky out there, does it? Sunny Queensland, here we come. Oh, I see flashing red and blue lights up ahead, oversized vehicle coming. I'm being flashed by the cops. Here it comes, whatever it is, it must be really big. huge. That's a big one. Well, apparently I'm in Boggabilla, and I've got to turn left, keep on the Newell Highway. Goondiwindi is only 10 minutes away or something, apparently.
Turn left onto
Boggabilla.
Kamilaroi Street, Newell Highway.
Thanks, Karen. Doing that. Better wait for this guy to come.
Continue
Well-
100 metres at the roundabout. Take the second exit onto Cunningham Highway, Leichhardt Highway.
Okay. We've just entered Queensland. Oh, it's wet. Woo. Goondiwindi into there, town centre. We're going round, I believe, aren't we? Right, we're leaving Goondiwindi, and we have alternative routes to go. One is the toll road up the M9 or whatever they call it, I don't know. And there's this one which is heading out towards Warwick, Inglewood, Warwick and places in between. And these ones don't have tolls, and apparently, according to my Google Maps, this is the quickest option right now, so I'm on it. I put my wind cheater on when I was in Goondiwindi there, and now it's warming up, even though it's very overcast and rainy. It's quite warm in this cap yet again. So maybe the first stop, rest stop, I'll divest myself of this wind cheater again. I don't know if this camera's picking it up, but there are puddles right off to the left there. It's almost like a lake. And I just passed over a section with water over the road, and this guy in front, Victorian, he decides to pass when I'm supposed to be doing 60 k's an hour. There's some water. Woo. And it's getting blacker. Oh, exciting. Into the rain. According to Dr. Google and his map department, I have about 350 kilometres to go to my destination, which is over 4 hours, so that's fine. It's now 9:15. I shall be there in early to mid-afternoon. What I am seeing along this road is there's some very large puddles perilously close to this road. I hope there's no flooding after all that rain. Crikey, they must have had some rain up here. I just passed the sign. This road is subject to flooding, and it is open. Signs said it's open, and here is vehicle coming the other way, so we shouldn't have any problem. There might be a little bit of water lying around, as you can see. Wow, there's been some rain. Yelarbon. They're advertising Yelarbon recreation and camping grounds. I don't think so. Have a look, it's like lakes on either side. Inglewood, all the roads are open. That's good. 60 k's, slow down. Yelarbon. Oh, there's Brooke. that's right. Queensland is renowned for these sort of things. You come into a lot of towns, I remember, and you do a sort of a little left-hand turn and a little jink here and a jink there. Here a jink, there a jink, everywhere a jink, jink. Oh, they've got nice painted silos. Look at that one. Can you see that? Ooh. You probably can't. Take my word for it, they're very spectacular. Thank you, Yelarbon. Now we're heading out towards Warwick, and Warwick is 147. Brisbane itself is 310. Well, we're in rain now. We're coming up to a little place called Whetstone, apparently. Or we may have even been through it, I'm not sure. I've been watching the road. Well, this is a little bit different, viewers, from my normal videos, which usually have vast expanses of blue sky and sunshine and no clouds. Welcome to sunny Queensland. I'm kidding. Don't get offended, Queenslanders. I know it's just passing through. It's a big cloud band that's passing through, and by tomorrow, I know the sun will be out again. And I will look forward to it, because then I can dry out all my camping gear. We're about 10 k's from Inglewood. Still got quite a few to go to Warwick, and then where I'm finally heading. But this is my 16th day on the road since leaving home. 7 of which were, well, 6, yeah, it was 7. 7 days spent in Port Augusta, as we know. But it seems like I've been out here forever, and I am really looking forward to getting to my final destination here at Ryan's and spending some time with him and the kids, and then I have to think about all that way back again, another 4,500 k's. Hang on, there's a guy pulling out in a truck. He's doing a U-turn. But that's okay, I'll slow down and let you come past, pal. We'll put this on this one. Well done. Okay, arrive alive. Inglewood 5. I hope it picks it up back there, but I can see a heap of blue sky behind me. I hope that's following me. Please follow me into Greenbank. And here we are in Inglewood. Gee, that came up quick. That 5 k's, I must have been speeding. Now, what does this sign say? One of these roads is closed. Or which one? Caution. I'm not going to Texas, I'm going to Warwick. Millmerran. Well, I don't need to stop in Inglewood. Got fuel. This is a pretty little town. Big long main street. Really nice. All little towns in Queensland are nice, I've found. Probably why the state is
so. I just pulled up at the roadhouse in Gore, G-O-R-E, for a coffee. And it's raining. Not very pleasant at all. Anyway, we're 2 hours and 39 minutes according to Dr. Google. 214 kilometres to go. And it's... This says 10:50. That's rubbish. It's 10:15. Google, get it right. Anyway, who cares? It's almost like sleet, this weather. This rain, when it hits the windshield, it just splatters. Ugh. Yuck. Anyway, about 15 k's outside of Warwick. That's a little view of what it looks like out the side window. I can't actually, all I can see is this water. Woo. Come on, Warwick, come into view. Well, this is Warwick, apparently. I'm following Google and she's taking me onto Freestone Road. God knows, I know it's the right road because I did follow it on the map last night, but it's, as you can see, it's pretty drastic. And over to my left is probably the motorway, which I could have taken, but I sort of said, well, avoid the tolls if you can. So she's avoiding the toll roads. Oh dear. Apparently I'm going over the Cunningham Gap and I'm to expect minor delays due to roadworks. Well, surely they won't be working on the road. Look at that weather out there. Oh my God, that's shocking. And this road is just water everywhere. Over there to the left is the highway, and have a look at this. Big puddle coming up. We'll just go through this one very carefully because this whole rig is prone to aquaplaning. Yay! Okay, we're going to get onto the highway. I don't know why I came this way. I'm just following Karen. Well, I was already on that one. Why did you take me off it? Gee whiz, Karen. Crikey. Here we go, National Highway 15. I'm pretty sure I have been on this road before. Apparently this is going to be Cunningham's Gap, and there's a wind and it's howling and... Gee whiz. I'm sick of this. There's a wind coming down from the right off those hills there. I don't know whether the hills aren't being made out. Oh, gee, it's gusty too. You can't really see it. All of a sudden it just comes in. Woof. Woof. Oh, I've only got 85 kilometres to go. Oh, it's going to be the worst 85 kilometres of the lot. Wasn't peeing down with rain, this would be a very nice little drive. It's quite spectacular. There's another stone. It's very nice scenery driving through the hills, but I can't see much, and probably neither can you. Well, this is Cunningham's Gap. And it is very nice, but very wet, as you can see. Long 9-kilometre descent, and I
felt like I was losing power, would you believe? After coming through all this rain, I've got that awful feeling. Trucks are going very, very slowly. We're now down to 23 k's an hour. Because this is a bit treacherous, I think. Well, let me be honest with you. I don't ever want to do that one again in the rain. Cunningham Gap. That is just scary, and the trucks were down to 20 kilometres an hour coming down that thing. Scary, scary place. I was adjusting my trailer brakes virtually the whole way down there, trying to get maximum pull back from the trailer, because it's got electric brakes on it. And they work. As usually happens when you're trying to go somewhere, I'm 37.5 kilometres from my destination, and now I'm stuck in a traffic jam. I don't know why. It could be that there's an accident on the highway, but I've been here now 10 minutes trying to move forward, and we're inching forward. That's the last thing in the world that I need. And I hate to keep going on, but oh shit, this is driving me crazy, this trip. At least now we're crawling instead of being completely stopped. There's obviously something happened. There's probably been an accident or something somewhere on one of these roads, because we've been stopped forever. Well, 15 minutes. That's forever when you really want to get somewhere. Maybe Brisbane's full up, and this is all us waiting to get parking. I can see we're at the intersection of 15 and the RAF base at Amberley turnoff, and there is streams of cars just stopped. I'll show you on the other one. So over there, this car's stopped, and I don't know why. It's an accident. It's got to be an accident. Probably don't see it yet, but I see flashing lights. There's cop cars at least, so we're moving slightly. Oh no, how far does it go? Probably don't see it yet, but I see flashing lights. There's cop cars at least, so we're moving slightly. Oh no, how far does it go? K's to Ipswich. It could be flooding. I see there's some big dump trucks here. Maybe there has been some flooding. I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute anyway. Why am I speculating? This is what the hold-up has been, we think.
something to do with the service station, perhaps? I don't know. Work that one out. $50 minutes. I'm within 3 Ks of Ryan's house and I get stopped at a frickin' traffic light. You gotta be joking. .7 kilometres away from my destination. 2.7 kilometres away. All the traffic jams, my God. That's exactly where I'm going, Karen. Not that one. This one.